Hi class, week 22, 5 a day for the 8th grade. I'm going to try to do the right sheet since I just recorded one for the wrong week. So today, I've already gone over the Monday for those of you that were able to make it to our live class, but I'll go over the Monday. You can listen, then hit stop the video. You can do this at your own time. You can listen to the whole thing, but I'll go through the 5 Monday, 5 Tuesday, the 5 Wednesday, the 5 Thursday. So Monday, you have the word to buy. Kimberly stopped to buy a book on her way home. You're choosing between a gerund, participle, infinitive. Remember, gerunds end in ing and function as nouns. Participles usually end in ing. They can end in ed. They function as adjectives. And infinitives start with to and they end with a verb. And they can be any of those functions. So I think it's probably pretty obvious which type of verbal that is. The function, I don't usually mark this wrong, but just a little hint. If you can replace the underlined words with the word what, it's probably the function of a noun. The connotation, plus, minus, and zero for resilient, tenacious, and hardy. You might need to look up those 3 words. Then after you look those words up, then you need to choose which word is the best connotation for the sentence for number 3. Sometimes it's very obvious which one's best. You have the word for number 4, rampant. Please make sure you're using your context clues. You'll probably need to look that up. No, you won't need to look it up because you're using context clues, right? Okay, synonym for virile. You probably need to look up virile to get the synonym. Remember, synonym means same. That's the end of Monday. Tuesday, you're going to be working on for week 22, active or passive voice. So please circle if it's active or passive. Remember that active voice, the subject is doing the action. Passive voice, the action is being done to something else and typically has by in the sentence. After you identify what the current sentence is, then please write it the opposite way, knowing again that active sentences are typically stronger. Number 2, you're circling the misspelled word and you're spelling it correctly. Number 3, for the word absolve, you're going to put the parts together for the root and affix, and you're going to make my definition, and then you're going to look it up. For the number 4, try to have some words that have AB in them, or to start with, or SOLV as part of a word with more than one syllable. The analogy for number 5, fantasy to genre. A fantasy is a type of genre, just like a mystery is a type of genre, just like poetry is a type of genre. So apply that. Okay, that's the end of Tuesday. For Wednesday, for the 5 strategies, you have to choose the mood of the sentence. Remember that I always tell you to choose imperative, go through imperative first, because imperative is a sentence that commands, it's bossy, it tells you to do something. It usually starts with a verb. Interrogative sentences have a question mark. They ask questions. Does this have a question mark? Conditional are declarative sentences, but they usually have if this happens, then this would happen, kind of like an if-then situation. Subjunctive is, again, a declarative sentence, but it's usually like a wish or a desire. So when you read the sentence, you can decide if it has the word wish or desire, then choose subjunctive. Indicative is a declarative sentence. It's stating a fact, and that would be the last one I would choose. The proofreading, there are 5 mistakes. Obviously, there's always a capital and a punctuation mark, so you're just going to type the sentence correctly. That's the best way to do it on your paper. For number 3, you have the word aghast. So there should be 2 choices that you select. You might need to look it up. For number 4, you're putting in 1 dash. A dash is like a minus sign. You're going to put that where you would typically think to put the comma. In number 5, the word is vehement. You're probably going to need to look that up. And you want to use the opposite because you're choosing the antonym. That would be Wednesday. Lastly, for Thursday, biggest mistake that students make on the first one, you're supposed to be combining the sentence into one sentence correctly. So if you're joining the sentence, a comma and conjunction, if you have 2 full sentences, or maybe you can change it so it's more of a complex sentence. A comma only is not enough to hold two sentences together if you don't choose to change it tremendously. For number 2, this is a problem with voice. The subject part of the sentence is active and part of the sentence is passive. So you need to make it all active. For number 3, you have array is your word, and you need to use the definitions, and I can also tell by looking at the part of speech what this is because I see that word too right in front of it. For number 4, you're going to be underlining. So since you can't underline, you're going to be typing 2 words, and you need to tell me what the word is. Look for the ing things. One of them is actually a participle that doesn't end with ing. So that one's a little tricky, but label them. And then lastly, take the word apathy and break it into its parts. Okay, that sums up your week 22 5-a-day. So good luck. If you've got any questions, then you can ask me in our morning meetings. All right. Hope you have a good day.